In D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be an Eagles first. Got this up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagle. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Winston. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at it, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for it. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down. Watson on play action. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's done a line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. He still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 43. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Watson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Winston now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, Winston. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Ready?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A good pickup there at 22. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the... He's got a man, complete! And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Watson looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jameis to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and long for Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Pollard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Deshaun Watson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 4.
Hey, 31!
Now it's Watson. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's got room. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, Winston. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A 1st down throw for Winston. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Watson's going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
That was an excellent comeback.
Cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pie.